I think it's very interesting because they do.
By the way, when you say interesting, Europeans, I think it's very interesting. That doesn't mean the same thing to a white man in Kansas. It doesn't mean the same thing to a white man in Texas.
So I think it's a hot deal.
Yeah, okay. When Winnicott tells me, I think this is very interesting, I said, of course I know now after 20 years, but most of the kids, when you say that, they don't know what you're talking about. Okay, now go ahead.
So I don't have all the parameters, but that's the way.
Parameters?
The guy is happy to. What do you think about it?
Well, I mean, based on 40% he wants up front.
Yeah.
He's willing to take paper for 7, 8, 9 years, whatever that number is. Right. That's terrific.
Yeah.
I mean, that is hot. I mean, you're not going to find many deals like that. Okay. The fact that he is meeting the challenge in the digital end is unusual because most of the guys aren't there yet.
Right.
The fact that he's is there is hot also. Now, where the luck is, if true, is the fact that he doesn't want to deal with the two private equity guys and the other consolidator. That's a serendipity, fucking blind luck.
Absolutely.
You know, better to be lucky than smart. So based on that information, it's to do. I mean, we ought to get on it right away.
Yeah.
And push it forward. And if you look at a lot of deals, like you've heard me say, even a blind hog will get an acorn. You know, a blind hog goes around in the shit long enough, he's going to find something. And that's why it's so important to keep the deal flow going and looking at deals. I mean, and never giving up, and even in hard areas. Now, but you pivoted. You were once in love with another girl, and you dropped her like a hot turd, and you pivoted, right? Okay. I remember it wasn't an easy thing to do. You spend 6 months on one thing, and then all of a sudden you pivot, and so. But we have a lot of kids that have pivoted, and if I had to teach a seminar over again from the beginning, I never taught these kids to pivot on the Hall of Fame. They made the fucking deal happen no matter what. I didn't stress the same, but it's a different generation. Most of those guys are from a different generation. And it was a different economic situation in the world. They weren't giving away fucking free money like they are now. I mean, some of those people were doing deals when interest rates were 12, 14%, a LIBOR or a base rate or whatever you want to call it, as opposed to now. But no, that's a good deal. You should push it forward.
So when you say push it forward, get it done.
Get it done.
Okay.
So, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. When key personnel leave at key junctures in a transaction, it's normally, which you can say with your hand on your heart, it's because they found another opportunity, and that's normally it. And when people lose interest on your boards for whatever reason, it's normally one of two things. One, you're taking too long, and because they are high profile, they have other opportunities and other people have called them. And two, because you may or may not have kept them in the loop as much as they want. Some of the people that are on your dream teams want to be kept in the loop, meaning in the information loop. You know, some of them don't. Some of them just want to have their name on the paper, the note paper, as they say in this country. And that's your choice, your decision, your learning curve is who wants to be kept in the loop more and who wants to not be kept in the loop more. Like me personally, and I sit on a lot of boards, guys, I mean, I only want to know when the shit hits the fan. Part of which because I have so many the deals to look after. But I mean, when the shit hits the fan, and not when you're going down for the third time where you're going to drown, but when the shit hits the fan the first time, so I can keep you from going the third time, then let me know, and then I'll give you my best advice as to how to handle it. So, but if he's not paying attention and he's not following, then he probably has another opportunity. But I mean, he sounded like a guy had a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very hot in the industry.
Yeah.
So you're not going to break his heart. I mean, you got to tell him that he's not going to be, for personal reasons. It looks like he's not going to be going forward. We just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that. Don't even begin the conversation on your end. It's anything to be concerned about. It's because we wanted you to be in the loop on the information.
Yeah.
And because we don't want to mislead anybody about anything. Yeah. But I don't think it's a problem. But it's a great asset. It's a great deal. And if push comes to shove, it's worth going finding. I mean, if they're hinky and they say, well, we would be more comfortable if we had a person.
When the guy the current CEO of the lab is happy to.
Oh no, I understand that. But if they want somebody, we can bring the current owner on the board.
Well, he wants a position.
Okay, well then that's easy. That's easy.
Okay, fine.
That's easy. Yeah, I don't think it's a problem.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Understood.
Okay. Okay, YouTube. Thank you.